Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and welcome to day 47 of our 100-day countdown to the best version of ourselves in the new year. TikTok, right? So this is my Q&A. I have a bunch of questions and answers for all of the followers out there. Psych! I don't have any questions. Are you kidding me? I barely have followers. No one's asked me anything. Oh, God. I think that's when I'll know when I'm successful, when I have a bunch of questions that I need to answer. Not today. To be fair, though, I did receive one question on my Instagram page, and if you look, it's actually attached to this, but it's still just Jules Plus Vegan, all one word, on Instagram. And this person wrote me and said, how do you deal with emotional eating? And I thought, wow, I almost think to say not very well, but actually I've gotten pretty good at it. So mostly, for years I suffered from suicidal ideations. And what that means is you're not actually going to act on killing yourself per se, but that you are just completely suicidal. Like every minute you're being haunted by the idea of throwing out your life, that your life isn't valuable, that you're not valuable. And literally for 10 years, I woke up trying to figure out how I was going to kill myself that day and still function, because I have like this dual personality where I'm this amazing Christian, I'm a teacher, I'm super present, but there's this darkness that haunts me all the time. And so the way that I didn't kill myself was to basically stay clear of sharp objects, ropes, and try not to be in positions where I'd be tempted by alcohol and pills. I'm not even kidding you. Like, that was my daily thing. How can I make sure I'm not in a position to where I have the supplies to kill myself? It worked pretty well because here I am, praise God. But I was thinking it's the same thing with the emotional eating. Yeah, you're going to be emotional, especially like in a situation like mine where I've been, taking the padding off of this body that I've been hiding in. And it's really funny. Whenever I've been hiding, I've been bigger than ever. I've been heavier than ever. I'm 330 pounds. And hiding from who? Seemingly no one. But it's this desire to just put padding all the way around me to just say, stay back. But ironically, my personality and light from the Lord has never, ever deterred anyone from approaching me. People are so dang honest with me, it's ridiculous. People, call me to be things. It's probably all God's plan to just keep me going. So emotionally, I make sure that if I'm just crazed, to not be in that refrigerator. I used to have to make sure that I didn't even have a penny in my pocket at the risk of them having a penny gumball machine. Because whatever sweet I could get, even for a penny, it was something that I would want. I was so compulsive. So emotionally, even though I don't want to do this because I'm not suggesting for depressive people to sleep, but if it's safest for me, like a video that I did, dare I say, a couple, like 6 weeks, almost 2 months ago. Have we had that long on this channel? Apparently so. That was called When in Doubt, Go Without. And it was just saying, if you're feeling so dang compulsive, if you feel like you're going to be an emotional eater, go without. Drink water, allow yourself to actually feel. Because so much of binging and anesthetizing ourselves with food is a desire to avoid feeling. And I think that's where journaling comes in, if you have the grace. But if you don't have the grace, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Usually people don't eat when they sleep. Some people say they can sleepwalk and binge in their sleep. I've never been so talented. I'll tell you that. So sometimes if you can sleep, you'll wake up in a different mindset. Of course, some people meditate, literally just being quiet. But the whole purpose of binging and anesthetizing yourself is that you don't want the quality intuition or feeling that comes with meditation. So it's a tough call. In the 12-step program, there's a ton of resources, meaning you make an outreach call to someone and admit, I'm in an insane place, I'm about to binge. You go to 12-step meetings, which are everywhere, and they're even online for like Overeaters Anonymous, Codependence Anonymous. So much of what we do is because we're not caring for ourselves. We're so busy caring for others and being codependent for others that we forget to take care of ourselves. So Codependence Anonymous, again, it's online. And of course, face-to-face meetings are the best if you can be brave enough. And I've sat in AA meetings, of course. I've been to Narcotics Anonymous meetings. It doesn't matter what the meeting is. The theme is all the same. How can you share your truth? How can you, basically surrender to your higher power, which of course for me is the God of the universe. But how can you surrender to your higher power? How can you just get it back? And life is scary. I always think of myself as being down here, that the Lord has me down here in this realm. And which isn't to suggest that I'm special or angelic. I just mean we have to do our time down here. And we're not ultimately where we're going to be, which I imagine is the heavenly realm for the rest of eternity. And of course, that's a scary proposition too. But, we trusted God when we came here, and it's been an okay walk. And I just trust whatever he has in mind is in my best interest. So I know that's like a whole variety of stuff, and I was just joking about the Q&A, but I love Q&As. If anybody is thinking, yeah, I think I'd like to ask Jules Blessed Vegan something, hey, I'm educated. I have a master's, only a year of my doctorate, but kind of pausing for a moment to decide if that's where I'm going. Mostly I'm a person who loves life, a 25-year educator and teaching preschool even before that. Yeah, I'm 2 years younger than God. Because how else can I have that resume, right? Anyway, for today, I am well. I'm praising the Lord, and I'm exhausted, but it's a good kind of exhausted. I've been exhausted in my soul before. I'm not exhausted in my soul right now. Yes, I was distraught over my horse dying because it was such a horrific experience, but I rejoice that she's no longer in that body that's not working for her, and I'm glad that I was able to love her, and I have many other little people to care for. So I'm just trusting the process and going a day at a time. And if I happen to feel, which I usually avoid like the plague, I'm sitting with it, assessing it, deciding if it's valid, is it worth investigating, or am I letting go? All of that process, and that's all through grace. I just call that grace. So I'm glad we're here. Thank you so much for checking in. If you like, press like. If you haven't joined us, hey, this is a happening page. You want to subscribe while there's still room. Oh my gosh. I think there's a 18 people limit, so it's getting really tight in here. I have to laugh. You know what? This page will pick up or it won't. But so what? The right people are here. I'm here. And we're rocking it on day 47. Oh my goodness, right? Out of our 101 day countdown. Because I miscounted to the best version of ourselves in the new year. So peace be with you. Be sure to share. And until we talk again, you guessed it, be blessed.